Hey,
Hey,
Hello.
friends.
what an awkward time for Nick to.
What? I'm
I
confused.
was just watching the stream, and then as soon as you came on, Nick was like under his desk and just popped up. Hi.
Yeah, dude, he knew it was about to start. Even though I never tell them, I just start it, but whatever.
Yeah, no.
Wait, did you start it?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
He stopped. Don't listen to him.
Come on, man. I would never do that.
You fucking
Yeah.
liar.
Welcome.
Even I know you're lying.
Wow.
Welcome.
So offensive. Oh man,
Wow.
I wasn't prepared for that. Well, we are BAYOG, Black and Yellow Otaku Gamers, and we're here to talk about anime and shit, as always. Because, that's just what we do here. We don't really talk about video games, even though we're Black and Yellow Otaku Gamers. Mostly because, video games suck.
Yeah, all Kenny talks about is League.
Shut up!
Yes.
Fuck you.
I will not stand for League disparaging.
All right, listen. I play too, but it's not like.
He plays. I'm the only one that really genuinely disparages. That's because it made me such an angry person.
Yeah,
made
but
you.
League isn't something that makes you angry. League
just-
is an amplifier.
Legal.
It's an
Yeah, it's an
amplifier.
amplifier.
You're
There you
already angry.
It's like it's like adrenaline, but only for anger.
Yeah,
There you go.
pretty much.
Good adrenaline.
Yeah. So
So it makes me angry.
no. All right, I'm not having this conversation. So, I'm your host, Blacktron, as you know, Blazer Kenny, Black, and then next to me is Mr. Sock, Lohizi,
Hello. Also
Fashizi.
black.
Dark.
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah, you are a lot darker now. I realize
Yeah.
that. And below me is Lauren, our new Mark, because Mark is not here.
Yes.
But yeah, you know
Wow.
Lauren. She was here before, twice actually, returning guest, and
She's
she
been
has.
here more than twice.
Is it more than twice? Was it
I
three
think it's
times
like 3
now?
or 4 times.
No,
3 or
it can't
4.
be 4 times. It's not 4 times.
Yeah,
I know
it
it's
is.
not 4
It's
times.
No.
This is 3.
This is the third time. Because
See,
the first
look, that
time.
was right.
Once with Dill, once without.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she does not have a camera right now because
Always.
struggle.
But
But-
it got flushed down the toilet.
You get a nice picture of her
Yeah.
cosplaying as her favorite character, or herself, essentially Sakura. And don't talk
Dude,
shit
I
about
cosplay
Sakura.
myself
She
all
will
the
kill
time.
you. So just don't do
Straight
that.
up.
She will end your life.
She will cut you. That is not at all
Yeah.
wrong.
I came from the 707, so.
Ooh,
You don't
I know
want
where that is exactly.
Do you?
No, no.
Wait, what did she say?
Moving on. Next to her is Nick Rokutsu, short for Nickelodeon. He's still under the table for some reason.
he's tugging somebody off, you know.
Yep.
Do you
Himself?
lose at a beer pong? Did you not make any hot shots?
Oh, damn.
I dropped something here.
All right, he dropped
I also
something.
get my beer, which is terrible for me.
See, you
I'm actually
complain
also
you
really
complain about me
sick.
being late, but you're under the table.
Listen, Nick.
Yeah, well, it's
We
literally
all,
dropped
we
30
all
seconds ago.
respect your need to beat off, but you don't need to do it on camera. That's against the terms of service of Twitch.
Can you
Yeah,
get us kicked off Twitch? Thanks a lot.
Is it though?
Yes,
I think so
indeed.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
but
they
they're
freaking
very good
ban
news.
nipples, man.
Yeah, male nipples. Yeah, it's crazy. And
No,
a lot of-
all nipples, not just male.
Are you
You
kidding?
Yeah,
All
I'm
nipples
saying
matter.
Male as well.
All
Yeah,
nipples
no,
matter.
male as well.
Because
No,
there was
it's a good thing. It means there's no
Yeah, 'cause
sexual,
there was-
different. Was it?
there was
no
that
sexual
buff guy that used to
disparity?
just stream topless, like
Why?
no shirt.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that was I'm pretty sure that's when the change was made. And then
I mean, that sounds correct.
he was
sounds-
pretty much streaming during the time where booby streamers came about, and it's like, yo, all these girls are showing tits. I'm just gonna stream shirtless.
It's like,
And then-
hey, look at these tits.
yeah, for realsies.
Yeah.
Ew.
So, with this podcast, it how do I say it? This is very improv, like 100%. Usually, there's like some kind of plan method to my madness. But one, you know, we just came from a con. Two, Mark is not here, you know, and Mark's usually the person that, like, you know, is
unprepared.
He's how do I say it? Me and him like to butt heads sometimes, so you know, him not being there kind of sucks. You know, no slice of life debates anymore. You know, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with it.
Sure.
So we have Lauren, which is cool, and we're just
a nice drive off of improv, so it's okay.
Yeah. What the fuck happened to Nick? Like, what's going on?
He literally died. He's going to the bathroom. He has to clean up his mess.
Mind you, I did say, hey guys, you know, I'm starting in like 5 minutes. Go do your stuff.
No, man, he doesn't want to. No.
He's too hood for that shit. Yeah. So, one thing I do want to talk about was April Fools, and how crazy this year of April Fools was. Not because we had like these crazy announcements that were actually troll, but like I feel like Toonami did like the coolest shit.
You're damn right.
Like, one, they did their whole broadcast in subs. That's cool. And then two, they premiered Fooly Cooly Season 3 Episode 1. Not Season 2, but Season 3 Episode 1. And I watched it recently, and it was pretty good. I think my only issue is I feel that a lot of people, they may not like it because it's not as off the walls as the first episode for Season 1. But, like, it's a nice, fresh look at the series. It's cool. And you got the pillows again. Can't go wrong with that. But is there anything you guys saw in April Fools that was like, whoa, that's cool? Or I hate you for making me believe that?
The Corn Hub.
Corn? What?
No, it was Horn.
Oh,
Horn. My bad. Corn was last year.
What's Horn Hub? I think I missed this.
Horn Hub. But it was like all horns, and I watched. Okay, you know that like, don't hug me, I'm scared. Go for it, because there was some creepy ass Muppet. I don't like Muppets. I don't trust Muppets, except Kermit. It hurt me.
That's very selective.
But it was like honking a horn on its crotch area, and I was just, you know, it's like a train wreck. You can't look away.
It's like, where do these videos come from?
See, I thought Hornhub would just be like a bunch of 02, like hentai or some shit.
That would be cool. Oh, that would have been great.
One can hope next year.
Possibility. Yeah, one thing that was kind of funny was when we were at Anime Boston, there was like ridiculous amount of 02. Like, not like cosplayers, but like through the artist alley. Like, I have never seen so many fucking 02 prints. So got way too many of those.
Obviously.
Yeah, but the thing is
The
that
show
like
just came out.
it just came out, but it's just like, how do I say it?
I
The ones that I've seen were all good. While sometimes
had so much good shit about them.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah.
I've never seen something so new have that many prints, and even then, people are like, "Oh yeah, like I made like 40 of these because I love the character. It looks great, that sort of thing."
Yeah, like one of my buddies that works in the artist alley, he said that he sketched out this one already and it was like super nice, and then he had like a whole another idea to do it. So he like put that idea on hold, switched over to his really like, you know, waifu version, and sold that one, and it just like went out crazy. Like everyone bought it. 02 is actually next to Nick right there.
Yep.
Right.
02.
No, that way. Sorry.
Down there.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
On our banner, if you look.
Yeah, so like now between 02 and Ichigo, like what's up, guys?
Ichiho. Got him.
What's up, guys?
Excuse me?
Let's have this conversation because I feel like we're gonna differ.
Well, I mean, 02 is the best. That's all that can be said.
I don't know about that.
Pink-haired girls.
Can we all just agree that Miku is obviously the worst?
Oh yeah, she is trash.
Is Miku the
one
Twin Tails?
Okay, yeah, she sucks. Yeah, she sucks. What about you, Oha? You think she's cool?
Who?
Miku?
I don't know.
He's only on like episode 6.
No, but he knows the characters.
Sisters up.
The one with the
Well, yeah,
ponytails.
you're right. No, but she's not that annoying in the beginning.
She's
The only one that's annoying is Zorame.
Oh,
She's
she's
and then you
Zorami's
like
partner,
him.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you end up like he has a moment in another episode, and you're just kind of like, what was that? And you kind of empathize with him a little bit, and then they seem to drop it the next episode as if it never happened.
dude. That's literally like all of Darling in the Franxx.
It fucks with you like just.
Well,
that much.
to be honest, like, okay, so I was talking to Mark about this earlier today. I said, oh, I just picked the wrong thing. My bad. He was telling me how the pacing's like the one thing he doesn't like. Like, the pacing's a bit off. And I said, well, at the same time, there's so many characters that need to be presented and developed. And how would they do it with this large amount of characters with only 24 episodes? Like, we haven't even seen a death. Well, we've seen death flags, but we haven't seen anyone die yet. When it's triggered, it's gonna happen eventually.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
Like, I'm
You know
just
what?
saying.
I just
I don't know.
after Gurren Lagann and like episode 8, they're just like, we will make you love characters and then kill them without us.
No, they'll make the best character in anime and then decide to kill him.
Well, to be fair, the whole thing was Simon. I can never pronounce his name weird. They pronounce
Simon?
it weird.
Simon.
Simon, yeah. Thank you. It's like French or something, which is really weird. But they made that. I had this conversation with Kenny and Boston because we saw a lot of Gurren Lagann art, including a DVD box set that I almost bought.
$600.
Yeah, it's $600.
Oh.
That's nuts. But he didn't do it. Good job.
I didn't.
But
didn't.
someone else bought it, and that's why.
Yeah, someone else bought it, and that's why I didn't buy it. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
Like, we walked by them and just like, oh my god, it's been sold. Anyway, but the only way that I feel you can really have great character growth is by setting up such an amazing character. I can never pronounce his name right. Fucking the brother, the older bro. I'm gonna pronounce it Kamui because of what's
Kamina?
it called?
Kamina.
Kamina, thank you.
You were close.
How do you
I
forget?
know. No. I wanted to say his name, but I couldn't remember how to pronounce it. Because I'm like, I'm just gonna say Kamui. 'Cause I'm having a stroke.
Oh my
I'm sick.
God.
I'm actually really sick right now.
I'm gonna
Super
call
stroke.
911 for you.
Yeah, anyway, we had this conversation, and him being such an amazing character, and then literally the next episode is another character looking at Simon and saying, you keep talking about this other guy, but he didn't save me, you did. And then that was kind of like the eye-opening, I guess I am actually another person without him. So I think that was really well done. And Trigger, when they have death like that, they usually turn it into a very interesting
Plot
story
device
point.
and
Yeah.
character development. Yeah, I know.
But on that same note, Kill la Kill did not have any major character deaths until the very end, and even then it was
Because they didn't
the
need
main
to.
character.
They didn't need to.
Yeah, that's why I don't think they need to in this one.
Also, I think, like, ultimately it was the twist that they wrote on instead. Like,
Which is
there
what
was-
I'm expecting from this. But the twist
Yeah.
hasn't come yet, and I'm kind of like, yeah.
Well, I think, like, everyone kind of was, like, starting to glaze over with the series until they went into, what is it called? Where the humans live? The adults live?
The city?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I forgot what it's actually called. It's not just the city. It's
The plantation.
The garden?
Garden, that's what it is.
Oh, that's next episode. Never mind. I didn't get that.
So, when they go in there and you actually get some insight on adults and how they look at the kids and everything, it's just, like, a lot more interesting. And my big issue is that one episode where they talk about female to female, male to male, and then they were just like, yeah, we're not talking about that. Like, here's this concept that everyone wants to know about, and then we're just gonna stray away from it.
Yeah, so I'm,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
on that episode right now, like halfway through it, and it's kind of disappointing to know that they don't expand on it, because it seems like it's fascinating, because it seems like they're making a big deal of it.
Especially with the female ones, because, like, when they were doing it, and Ichigo was like, "Huh, I knew that wasn't gonna work," and then the other girl's just like, "I was serious, you know," and like that was it. Like they didn't even like further the conversation as characters either. So it's just like, all right, we're done. Like they didn't talk about it again.
I wonder why there's such a limitation on time, because you know they could have done this as a 2-season thing. But what is it, like 26 episodes?
24.
24? Like I feel there are so many different concepts that they threw out only at the end of the episode to like dissolve it.
Yeah.
It branch out over a few episodes.
Yeah.
It's a shame. If I tried to apply logic to the things that Trigger and Gynex have made, I think I'd be Christian.
I think like
oh god.
No, not the religion. Fuck. We have to stop it too. So we shit on our friend Christian a lot, and I realized that if you did not know us and this individual, you would think we're just really fucking anti-Christianity. No.
That's what I thought.
No.
I was like, oh, okay.
This is like some savage shit going on.
Holy crap. Yeah, I was just like, wait, no. I just realized.
Some of your audience right there. Way to go.
Yeah, I mean, watch this.
We don't need them anyways. Oh my god, that was...
We have the power of God and anime on our side.
Oh my god. That hurt a little bit.
That's me.
So, yeah, it's the thing, like, what is gonna end up happening is it's probably gonna be some crazy twist within the next few episodes, and then shit ensues, and that's the story. Like we're almost there. We're halfway through it now. Some crazy plot point's gonna come up, and then it's just gonna go down this crazy thing where like they're being chased or something, or like I don't know, some crazy shit. But at the same time, they need to figure out this whole 02 bullshit where spoilers, 02 is being kind of a little bitch right now. And we need to figure out why she's being a little bitch right now.
Wait, isn't she always a bitch though?
So, god damn it. I'm trying not to talk too much about it because Loha hasn't watched it.
Stop right now.
I'm right here, man. Come on.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but like,
yo, she's like in your face kind of bitch, not like I want to slap the shit out of you kind of bitch though.
Like they now show that she has her reasons, but like at the same time, another character was just like, yeah, this isn't the case. She thinks this is gonna happen, but that's not true. So, overall, it's just kind of annoying because that's happening, and then this whole stupid, repetitive bullshit between some of the characters, where, like, a good example is Miku, right? And what's his face? Zoromi?
Dorome?
Yeah. Those two together have this stupid thing, and I'm not sure if anyone else has noticed this, but every single episode, they're like, oh, we got this. They go in first, get fucking wrecked.
Yeah.
And then they clean up for him. Every single episode.
Stop being stupid.
Oh, no.
Damn.
No. So
except the last
10,
two, I think.
Episode 10, that was the one where he got lost in the city.
No, it still happens after that, though.
No. But like he jumps in and then they got the last blow, but they still look like idiots.
Yes, they're always going to.
No, but I'm saying that time they didn't need to be saved. So I think that they strike a good balance.
Oh no, it's not about them needing to be saved. It's the fact that they're so gung ho, and then like this shit. I don't know. Like I understand they're trying to prove their characteristics, I guess, but it's just like it's just annoying to see 6 or 7 episodes back to back. Am I wrong?
No, that's gonna be interesting take on this. That's a completely different way to watch this show. That's for sure.
What?
Did I stroke out? What were you talking about?
I'm over it. Let's move on.
Because I thought we were talking about Loha being 6 episodes behind.
No,
not even
how
close.
he's gonna marathon it through. What the fuck did I hear?
I don't know. You're having like another conversation.
You guys are embarrassing me.
I'm sorry. No, it is just me. Like I had to.
Lauren, you
work
don't
from
deserve
home
this.
today.
If you want to leave right now, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
We
No.
understand. Oh shit. So, I was talking earlier about April Fools, and then we got to talk about Darling in the Franxx.
Yes.
Now, I mentioned earlier, and we're probably gonna be talking about this next week a little more about like last season. But I wanted to ask Lauren like what shows she was watching last season, and if she actually held on to any of them.
I gave up on almost everything except for the one show I swore I wouldn't watch. And it's actually funny. I I watched a few shows. I watched Darling in the Franxx and I watched Citrus only because my boyfriend liked them, and I like was like, okay, I'll watch this with you. But Koizumi-san Loves Ramen Noodles is my anime of the year unless
Oh
something better
no.
comes out. I absolutely adored that show. I
So I
the
wish
first
Mark was
episode
here
put
for the
me
citrus,
off.
but
All right.
Citrus is
I-
absolutely
So
completely bad.
This
So
yeah,
I
this
said
is
the
the
same
part
thing.
where you're actually Mark and Kenny's about to be Kenny.
yeah. Yeah,
Well,
this is great.
okay,
Thank
first
you.
you're wrong.
become an
No, I'm just
amazing
kidding.
person.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This is wonderful.
Now, I'm gonna speak for Mark here. All right?
What?
I
You can't do that.
I'm Mark. Where's my glasses? No, I had to get the thinner ones. All right.
No, run a 3D printer in the background.
All right. How did you get through that show when that main character is so bad?
I realized after a few days was me.
I spoke for you, Mark.
Slowly as I was going through the show, I'm like, all of these girls are me. This show is me.
So did you find yourself
Yeah.
believing that you were also the ramen?
'Cause I'm a tasty looking snack.
Wow. Thick with 2 C's.
Yeah, boy.
No, but seriously,
Yeah.
like, what about it is like that appealing to you? Like you said that it's relatable, but like, is it every
It has a
single
good-
character? Like, what is it?
The like 4 main girls are me. Like there's the Twin Tails who's very vain and loves spicy food. There's the nerd glasses. Like her problem with the ramen, spoiler alert, is she gave up eating ramen because her glasses would always steam over when she bent over the bowl.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. She's just like a generic nerd girl, so she's just good in general. You, I'm not gonna lie, is a stalker, and as they go on through the show, they make it more of a joke in the show. Just really loves Koizumi. I think I started to like her instead of hate her was the episode when I think Koizumi like fainted in the street and she took her home and like made her ramen noodles, and I was like, that's extremely me.
Wow.
She's the wife.
So, I do want to say, to all your points, I've actually watched up to everything you said.
Okay.
And I could see
Did
where
you finish it?
No, I didn't. I need to go back. I'm not saying I'm gonna like fuck this show. Well, that sounded weird. I'm not saying fuck this show. I'm saying I'll get back to it eventually. It's just I had way too much on my plate. Like ramen.
Same.
So all the
God.
characters are really great when they get great. So it's like early on you're like, okay, first impression, they're like pretty weak characters, especially that main character. But like you said, when she brings her home and makes her ramen, like that was actually pretty like I also felt that way. I was like, oh, you know, I'd do this if I was in that predicament. And she's actually not too much of a stalker where she'd like fuck with her while she's like sleeping and shit. So
Yeah.
that was okay. Also the nerd girl like you're talking about, I relate to that shit because like when I used to eat ramen way back and I used to fog my glasses up, I feel that in deep and emotional level.
The love-hate relationship.
Yeah. And then like when you watch her go through that and when she sees Koizumi in the ramen shop, I was just like, oh shit. So like I could see where some people love it, but I disagree with it being anime of the year. Mostly because
It's not gonna be anime of the year, but for me, in my heart, it's my anime of the year.
Like, I think this season, A Place Further Than the Universe is still, like, my favorite show.
I dropped that.
Yeah, and you dropped it because it's too slow, I think. I remember you saying something like that to me.
It was, I don't know. I just couldn't get into the characters. It felt like it was trying too hard to force me to sympathize with them, and it turned me off. And then Laid Back Camp, I also dropped just because it was slow.
Damn. Damn.
I heard Euro Camp was a good feel-good show, which is not normally my jam anyway, but...
Yeah, Nick never wants to feel good.
No, I can't feel good. I'm dead inside.
Very true.
So with Laid Back Camp, I do see why people would like it. One of my friends, he's a big fan of it, and his reason to me all the time is the fact that every episode it puts a smile on my face. And like some days you do need that. Like you had a rough day, you want to come home, you don't know what you want to do, you don't want to play League and get mad, so you decide I want to watch Laid Back
because
Camp.
It makes you fucking angry.
Irrelevant. So
not really.
So you go and watch Laid Back Camp, and you feel happy, and it's nice. And like I haven't felt that way about a show since
New Game.
New Game, yeah.
Oh yeah, New Game
was that for me. Like I love that, and I loved watching them go from starting and finishing a game throughout that whole series. It was great. So that's the kind of feel it gave me, but once again, a show I didn't finish, so I don't really have the right to say this show's good or not. But I will say A Place Further Than the Universe is worth your attention, and you should watch that, because it's actually really good. So
I will think about that, personally.
It's
Maybe
like
not.
high quality, man. Like it's
HQ.
it is a show that is
4K, baby.
made by Madhouse, and it's also an original anime, and all the voice actors are like great, perfect. Like they're all like pretty big voice actors now, so I am happy with it. You should watch it and be happy. Go watch Place Further Than the Universe.
Would you say it's plus ultra?
My Hero's not even this season. Come on, man.
That was just...
Fine.
All right. Jesus.
Yeah. So, also My Hero, they were showing that at Anime Boston, the first episode. Me and Nick could have went to watch it, but it was in dub.
Oh.
Yeah. Chose again to
And then
not
just
to do
fucking like killed your boner.
that. Well, I read it. I'm caught up in the manga, so I don't need to
No
watch it.
spoilers.
You didn't answer the question.
What?
Does having it in dub kill your boner?
It causes me to
Go flaccid?
look elsewhere.
For an erection.
Yes. Like it's
Were
just
we
like
playing on the
you
spot?
see where it's
We're playing
dubbed.
on the spot game just now.
No, I don't
So
know.
like when there's a dub, you just close that tab and you open another one.
But fuck,
then-
motherfucking Chris Sabat, bro. That's his name, right?
Did I not
Yeah.
say the exact same fucking thing, Kenny?
Yes, you did.
I said the exact same thing.
You did.
Chris Sabat fucking makes anything good.
But to be
I
honest,
love everything with him in it.
all of My Hero's voice actors are all
Except
really
he
good
talked
in
too much
sub.
at Crunchyroll Awards.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
He literally
Wait, did he?
thanked,
That
No,
wasn't
no,
that
was it him?
bad.
he thanked the whole entire world.
Yeah,
Why
but
not?
because plus ultra.
I mean, you know,
I'm about to say if you're playing, any character that he plays really, like I can imagine him doing the same thing as like Goku.
yeah, but he doesn't
like-
play Goku.
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry.
He plays Vegeta.
hello?
Fuck, you're right. No, you're right. Jesus Christ.
He's gonna be a Megacon, bro.
Yeah.
I like talking to this Nick. It's like I'm having 3 conversations. We're trying to figure out which one we're talking about.
No. That was pretty bad. Holy shit, dude.
It is like 3 Nicks.
Like, I'm sorry.
It's okay,
Again,
which
no,
works
right.
out because what is it? Steins Gate's coming out soon, and you have
Mhm.
like the different timelines. You know, this is probably like you in a different timeline right now.
Oh,
You know what this is right now? I think this is Nick who's not jaded and angry about them.
You're also.
I'm actually
Are you
smiling and
even
laughing.
drinking?
And I've only had like 2 sips of the beer.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Was
Are
that
you
loud?
drunk?
No. No, I'm sick
I'm
as
so
shit.
done. Oh my god.
Just so close to being like a
Holy
disaster.
shit. So, Lauren, what did you think about the anime awards?
Oh, I went to it live.
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I was there.
Holy shit, girl! That's impressive.
This is what happens when you guys don't.
Live
You know.
tweets?
Yeah, she live tweeted it.
Embarrassing.
I thought you were live tweeting it from like
I'm
No.
sorry.
your TV.
No, she like took
pictures
yeah,
there.
All right, I'll
she
be
took
honest. I
pictures.
don't know what I was
She's
doing
like,
at the time.
Where's my big ass Toblerone? Did you get one?
No, but
Oh.
I got drunk and ordered one.
I did see that.
Oh,
I
okay.
did see that.
So, from being there, what'd you think of that?
Dude, I really liked that they had the live band. I thought that was something I was not expecting.
Yep.
And it completely, because you know, like Cowboy Bebop's 20th anniversary
Yep.
this year too.
Today, actually.
And I thought it was cool to just like some good content creators or like artists that aren't, you know, a voice actor or someone who does podcasts or something. Like they just chose like a band. I thought that was really cool and a nice like profile for them.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. I sat in the back so I could like scream and stuff. And the poor people sitting in front of me would always like turn around and be like, "This bitch." But I paid for my seats. Other than that, no. It was okay. I've never been to like an awards show or anything like that before. Nothing was spectacular outside of the band. I also think Scum's Wish got robbed, but let's not go too deep into that.
There's a few
That's it.
series that, you know, yeah.
Konosuba.
Yeah.
That made me sad.
Yeah.
Like,
The
I
comedy,
love-
comedy section and the drama section
Yep.
was pretty ridiculous. I'm trying to think what else.
Again?
The one that won comedy was
Oh, fucking
Kobayashi.
Miss Kobayashi's
Yeah.
Dragon Maid.
And that
Which, while funny, was not better. I loved it. I
More
really, really did.
heartwarming.
yeah, it's
exactly.
heartwarming, not funny.
It was not as funny by any means compared to.
Yeah.
I feel like
friggin-
I'm never gonna be like okay with any end results of anime awards. Like I think that's kind of like the situation will always be with our community. Like everyone's always gonna hate the thing that you like, or we'll get mad when
trash.
one anime gets like a ridiculous amount of awards. Like we had Yuri
of
on
course.
Anime Awards, you know, a while back, and then this one was like
literally
My
our
Hero.
first one.
So as much as I love
I
My Hero, I could
absolutely-
see that being an issue.
My friends there, if they knew that my Made in Abyss was going to win, and my friends said that he was the only one who knew, everyone else chose not to know. Like,
Ooh.
wow, Made in Abyss actually won. I
Yeah.
thought that was
It's
not
funny
that
you
like
mention-
any way that could have been controlled, but go ahead.
No, it's funny you mentioned that because we were at Anime Boston, and we saw probably one of the best set of prints. I don't know why we didn't buy it for Mark, but it was 4 really beautiful prints in a $25 pack, and one of them was the map. It's like this really kick-ass textured map, and I was laughing with the guys because I told Tom and Kenny, what we should do is we should buy this one pack. And then we give each one, like I hand it to him here in Florida, the 3 non-special prints, and be like, "Yo, this one's from me, this one's from Kenny, this one's from Tom," and then surprise him with the 4th one is like a special thing, like for his birthday or something. And I was like, and then that's great because then it seems like we bought him 4 separate gifts.
What the?
There you go.
Nick, ladies and gentlemen.
I've done that before.
It's almost like manipulating developers.
I'm so happy you cut out.
Yep.
I knew what you said and it still cut out. And I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's Twitch censoring you.
Maybe, I don't know.
It all makes sense.
Even though we're on Discord.
No.
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 Of course,
Twitch bypasses everything.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Twitch rules the world.
So, from 1 to 10, 1 being like a shitty award show that you just walked into on the alley, or
In the
10,
alley.
10 being like the Academy Awards or something like that. Where did you see the Anime Awards?
Oh man, I'm really bad at rating things because I always overrate. I have to think objectively. Just because there were some issues. I mean, not like no award ceremony has their own issues.
Right.
I'm going to give it a 7.
That's solid.
Out of 100? Wow, that's fucking brutal. Jesus.
10. Come on,
Out of
man.
10. Don't shake my damn head.
Did you witness like issues that we didn't get to see on the stream? Because obviously there was like audio and video cues that were like
Yeah.
off for us. Was there like other stuff that you saw while live?
For anything other than that, that's about it.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good then.
Yeah.
It's cool.
How big was it? Like, I didn't even get to see like.
Yeah, the venue. What was the venue
Yeah.
like? Because they just looked like a theater to us, I think.
Theater it was. Yeah, it was just like a theater. There was 2. There was like the top row and the bottom row. Or like the top story and the bottom
Like the
story.
balcony.
And then just the stage at the bottom. When you went in, they had like little stars with anime characters, you know, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh,
That's
dope.
cool.
And then they had an orange carpet and they were doing interviews on it.
Yep.
And like
Saw
pictures and stuff. And then you go in and that's where Raina and Elliot were
Yay, Reina.
and then right next to it they had like a little merch booth, which I kind of thought I don't like it was just like anime merch. It wasn't
Yeah.
even like for the anime awards. Like I thought it may be cool if they had like a shirt or like a little something like a wine glass.
Oh, so
I
it's
don't know.
like what they would usually sell at their booth in like
Yeah.
one of the cons.
Which I'm kind of sad I didn't buy any of their gear this year.
Yeah,
They should have had like a
Keep
limited
going.
amount of like Crunchyroll award things.
Oh. Yeah. Like
And then just,
underwhelmed
like,
by it.
Yeah, throw them into the crowd or something.
I think with even the what was it, Crunchyroll Expo, I don't think they had a lot of like unique or
Exclusive
special
things.
Exactly. So
I thought they had the t-shirt.
the T-shirts, and that was it, I believe. Maybe their lanyards were different too, but that's about it. But I feel like with that, you can't expect much when it's a new con, you know, first year. So who knows what the next year will bring. I know that the Anime Awards from last year to this year was like a big step up.
Definitely.
Oh
So-
yeah, holy crap!
That was my
Dude,
hero this time.
I liked the Anime Awards last year better.
Wow.
Man, that really must be stroking
You're-
out, guys.
you're,
I'm
like,
sorry.
Fucking triggering the hell out of Kenny today.
I
Not by who
think I
won,
need to lay down.
but I liked the venue. It was at the Foundry in SF, which is like the only bar I ever go to. So it was cool because they had
Yeah.
like video games and everything set up, and then they did like, but I like that venue. Instead, if it was there, I would have traveled back up north for it. Only to go to the Foundry again.
Fair enough.
So one thing for me is with last year, obviously it was a little ridiculous if you're honest. This year it was like mildly ridiculous. It wasn't like that bad. Like My Hero won awards that it should have won, to be honest, and then won some that probably shouldn't have, and then they had that one fuck up where like they played the wrong thing. So yeah, so like My Hero had that weird thing. So people are saying this is My Hero Awards, but I think it was a little more fair. But I feel like how do you address an issue that community might have with something like the Yuri on Ice Awards again? Like, we have people that are nominating these different sections, but like, what else can you do to make it a more fair and better experience for everyone? Because I don't even know. I have no idea.
Wasn't last year only Crunchyroll shows?
Yes.
And I think that's where that fault came from, because it's like you only have these shows. Whereas this year we had
No, they had strike. They had some strike.
Last year they had Funimation, Crunchyroll, and they had one, which was Cabaneri. So, but this year they had literally everything.
Yeah, because Verve is fucking massive now.
And Anime Strike. I don't know. They just
rip Anime Strike. Actually, no, don't rip. Burn in hell.
Well, all right.
Okay, man.
I'm happy that they're Prime now, because I can still watch.
Yep.
I'm still bitter that I didn't get, like, I fought with my boyfriend and his friends over this. I feel like they should have reimbursed everyone who paid for Anime Strike when they made it free. And you'll probably say that that's wrong, and I don't know economics.
I got reimbursed.
So, you should have been given back the
everyone was supposed to
prorated amount.
Yep.
The thing is, no, I feel like I should have been reimbursed for all of it, and I feel like everyone should have been reimbursed for all of it.
You mean from start to end?
How much they paid? You should
that's
get the reimbursement.
Never mind. I was about to say, it's like they should have paid you prorated.
Us credit or something, and I've like, my boyfriend is still like, what's wrong with you over it? But I'm gonna just die on this hill that I believe that this should have happened.
I think it's weird how
there's comments I want to make offline, so put a pin in that.
So the thing about it is, I respect Amazon for thinking that the anime deserves its own channel. Like, I respect that you believe that anime is popular enough to warrant that, but I also hated the fact that I had to pay for Anime Strike and Amazon Prime instead of it being like, I don't know, like maybe you should get like a free channel for having Prime, or like 5 free channels. That makes more sense to me.
Like a fucking manga or something. Like, damn,
even the Crunchyroll
like
thing
anime.
where they're just like, hey, we'll give you like a month free and better resolution. If they did the Crunchyroll thing for Strike, that would have been all right, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
Like if again, I don't want to talk on the subject because of certain things, but from a analytical standpoint, it seems like the
analyst guy.
Yeah, it's kind of mugged up. The way for this to work that Crunchyroll's made it so is you offer everything for free, delayed. We don't stop you from seeing anything at all. However, what we'll do is we will offer better resolution, better premiums for people who have our paid service, whether that's only paying a fee for Anime Strike like they did, or if you buy, or if you have Amazon Prime, either or counting for that, I think would have been a very better analytical model. But again, I don't have access to their financial records or their income P&L reports, so I can't really make a justified statement on that. But it seems like it would have made more sense, and it would have also been able to appease people like Lauren, because it's like, hey, you paid this, so we'll prorate you like even half that time in like the paid service, as if you were paying for it now. Like, I think that would have been good.
You know, I actually called in and they were going to give me $20. And I didn't want it because I wanted the whole thing. Because it's like, I could have had free $20.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on it, if you don't mind my asking? How many months?
Bucks? No, more than $50. Right when it came out.
That's what, a year?
Oh no, it's like it was $7 or $8, right?
Oh, so a little less than a year then. Maybe 8 months.
5. I
Yeah.
don't remember. I just put it on auto pay and let it go out of my account.
That's the big problem. Oh my god. I actually had my car insurance on auto pay, and I knew it was trying to rotate up, and I've been trying to get out of this for a month now because over the past year they've doubled my insurance by like $100 to like $200, over $200. And I was like, I want this canceled. And they sent me this shitty automated email that looks like the stuff I get from people I deal with in China, who are like, oh,
Okay.
yeah, this is the best deal you've got. Please stick with us. And I'm like, fuck you, no, I know how this game is played. So I called. This one woman says, yes, I'll fix it for you. Please look in the mail today. Next morning rolls around, I didn't get shit. So I call, and Kenny, maybe a little hot too from back in the day remembers. I tend to be really angry, genuine. So I may or may not have made this woman who I've
changed.
Talked to before. I may or may not have made her break down in tears and start crying. I apologized immediately afterwards and said, I'm so sorry. And I really, really, really don't mean to be yelling at you. It's just your colleagues are idiots. And she's like, I know the person who set this up for you yesterday, she had to call out sick. That's no excuse. I'm sorry, sir. I just want to help you. And it's kind of hard when you're yelling at me. And she's like, she's like crying. I'm like, I'm so sorry. That was inappropriate of me. I should not have taken that out on you. I'm sorry. She's like, thank you, thank you. Hour later, I get it. Moral of the story: fucking break people down to the point where they cry.
Well, you just flame.
All right, I want to move on from this.
Build them back up, and then they'll do things for you.
All right.
That's not all a brainwashing.
I'm done with this.
On that note,
real quick. I was like rewatching like YouTube videos, and I was watching Key and Peele, and then there's the telemarketer Key and Peele skit. And I don't know if you guys know it. It's like he's just like cooking at home, and then telemarketer calls him. He's like, "Hey, we got this Hawaiian package. You in?" He's like, "No, I just don't really have the time." The fucking telemarketer hangs up, and he's like, "Okay." Then he picks up the phone, calls him back, and he's like, "Did we lose service or what?" It's like, "No, I hung up on you." He's like, "But," he's like, "Well, you're not gonna buy the package anyway, so fuck off." Hangs up again, and then he just keeps calling him back. He's like, "Stop assuming I'm not gonna buy the package," and then like he ends up spending fucking millions of dollars on 5 packages.
That's amazing. See, it's again, this is how I. Oh wait, no, none of you guys have Comcast. I was gonna say this is how I got onto the best Comcast tier of it.
Oh god.
Of service is I did the same thing to Comcast service because I get people in the Philippines, and I obviously don't look or sound Filipino, but I know how to curse and yell at people in Tagalog because my parents do the same thing at me. So I would just like subconsciously slip back to me as a child getting yelled at by my parents. They were wonderful parents. They are wonderful parents. Don't think this is abuse or anything, but obviously they curse around me. I just wanted to say that. But
I mean,
I get these people who are speaking with a Filipino accent, and I'd be angry at them because, for those of you who don't know how support works, first escalation or initial support that you call, they don't have the power to do shit. You have to get like 2 managers up from there. So after like 2 weeks of just screaming at these people who, the second I hear that they're speaking with a Filipino accent or they give me like a Filipino sounding name, I just fucking tear into them in Tagalog. They're just like, okay, I'm gonna put you to my manager. I'm sorry, sir. And then they'll put me up. They just jumped that and started putting me to the level 2 escalations, which is just all white people.
This is
like,
how
no access,
not
no
to
nothing.
deal with customer service.
I'll be honest.
PSA from BAYOG.
No, they flag my account.
If I didn't know Nick and he's my friend, I'd hate Nick. And I hated Nick when I first met Nick. So for me, hearing the story, it's just like,
to be fair, I didn't know you were black.
All right, so
Also,
okay.
that may seem like a non sequitur, but I shit you not, that's genuinely why he hated me. We'll leave it at that.
So yeah,
He
so
has
this
a
is
bunch
not
of
how
things.
you deal with customer service.
Yeah,
Okay, it's not correct. I just don't do that.
That's why I'm great.
Don't
Do
listen
not
to any of this
endorse
shit.
the views of our podcaster.
Oh my god. So one thing I do want to mention,
Anyways.
because we strayed off completely for some fucking reason. What happened with Anime Strike? What was the problem?
They fucked up.
It was a terrible service that charged far too much for far too little.
what could have been done, like if they actually cared, was not do a channel, have it strictly just go through Prime, and then continue to get the fan outreach going, which I never see them at cons. Like ever.
They could have even like kept the name Anime Strike and then just have it as like a subcategory to their for their Prime Video, and then just like it's like, hey, we have Anime Strike now, blah, blah, fucking, you know, get to it, do it. We're simulcasting shit too, and we didn't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like even just having Anime Strike on there would make some people just buy Prime, because they might already be on the edge like, oh, should I get Prime? And then they're like, oh, okay, let me get this because I want to watch this show. I don't know. People are probably going to pirate, but...
Yeah, you shouldn't... Like, they just removed the branding that I feel that they actually built pretty well. It's just the fact that it was backed behind two paywalls. That's what made it hard. And I think Anime Strike could still be here doing well. Especially when they were able to, like, get some pretty big names.
Yeah.
Like,
they were the ones who had Made in Abyss. They had Land of the Lustrous.
Exactly.
They had Welcome to the Ballroom.
Land of the Lustrous, I gotta pick up, because literally Anime Boston, everyone's like, I can't believe you've never watched it. You gotta look at this. Like, Kenny, was that not the fucking tone we heard from everyone?
But the thing about it,
what?
It's like that with Anime Strike. If they kept going, I'd feel that I had to support it because I hate Netflix so much.
Oh.
But you can't convince a chick to Amazon Prime or Amazon Strike and chill. It just doesn't work like that.
There's so much more to Amazon though. You could fucking, like, depending on where you live, obviously, you can Prime now some fucking shit to your house and.
Yeah, you get a bunch of your weeb shit
like,
to your house real quick.
You Prime now the candles and everything. It's like, yo, meet me at my place.
Exactly. You're like, yo, I just Prime
the
now.
Fucking Dido TD, the stereo system, everything.
Yeah, and like, to be honest, like, I'd rather say Crunchyroll and chill than like Amazon and chill or Netflix and chill. You know, because like Crunchyroll and chill, like Crunchy roll up in bed and chill, watch some anime. You know. Like,
that was
really
a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah,
but you know what?
No one cares, all right? Let me have my moment.
No. You know what's funny? I'm gonna throw that on my Tinder profile because I just do random shit. Like, one of my favorites is I stole a picture of one of our viewers' dogs, and I put that on there. And putting down your height and having a picture of a dog like quadruples traffic. It's ridiculous.
Dogs are good.
Yeah, dogs are great.
So the reason why I hate Netflix is okay. So I feel like this is gonna change next maybe not next season, but the season after, maybe, if I put my hopes up. What they did good or well was Violet Evergarden, them throwing money at that, and was it Deadman
Wonderland?
No,
Crybaby.
Sorry, I was close. So those two series,
one of my favorite conversations.
They threw money at those two series, and that was the smartest thing they could have done. Those initiatives are what will keep the anime community there. But man, if you just fucking simulcasted, oh man.
But that's not the Netflix thing.
No, but the thing is, they are working towards it. Like, Violet Evergarden was simulcasting in UK and shit. So it's like, we're slowly getting there. It's just that I think they need convincing from the North American audience to be like, hey, we want this.
It's funny you mentioned that, Kenny, because I didn't know that was the scenario with it. Otherwise, I could have told you exactly how that is. If something happens in Europe, in like a completely different region, not like Mexico, Canada, but like a different continent like Europe or Asia, and not in America, it's because of corporate fucking monopolies on this.
No, but this is Netflix. That's not the case.
Yeah, no. Like, there's some
But this is not the case. This is not the case.
No, I know. It's gonna sound crazy. But
it's
you
invalid.
said they were doing it.
It's gonna sound Nick,
UK, right?
But
it's not just the UK. I'm just saying that was my example.
Okay, but they're doing it in other countries, not in other regions, not the US, right?
Go on.
No, I want to make sure that's what you're, because I didn't know about that. It's
Go on.
all these. It's all the fucking media corporations. It's an elaborate fucking shell power game that these assholes do, where they will do some of the most random things that bleed down and have seemingly no effect on the big scheme of things, but they do it for whatever fucking reason. Like it's weird how you find this shit out. Like when you start working for weird companies, like these things are actually a thing. It's all one high level fucking mind game.
With this is
I'm,
data driven.
traumatized
I believe
now.
this is like 100% data driven. They're riding on the idea that the U.S. is not like they're a binge culture, and that's just what it is. While Japan and all these other countries, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, because people
they can try.
people
those
here
things.
don't have the time to watch things right when they appear. That's why people have
DVRs and TVs.
DVRs. That's what they're called. Yeah, I was gonna say VODs. Same thing.
That's why I'm saying like it's gonna happen. I just think
Yeah.
it sucks that we have to wait for it to happen, but I think a lot of people have expressed these concerns now, and like Violet Evergarden, a lot of people were like pretty pissed because they were trying to watch it and they were like, "Oh fuck, we gotta wait because it's fucking Netflix." Same thing with what was it, Little Witch Academia, Kakigururi, all these different shows.
Just watched and wow.
Which one?
Wow.
Kakigururi.
Good.
Bukakiguri.
Yep. Yep.
So, like, that's the thing. Like, she just watched it. Imagine if it was simulcasted. She could have watched it on a weekly basis. Sorry, it's little things that like give the user the option.
I agree with you on that.
Give the user the option, and then like I feel like that's what Crunchyroll is doing really well. You don't have to pay for a premium membership. You can go with the basic one, and then you can watch all the anime you want. Whatever. You're just not gonna watch what comes out week of. So I like that part of it, but that's about it.
Yeah, which is what I was talking about. The whole, it's such a huge difference to just offer up that. It's an incentive rather than all like pay us or fuck you. It's, I mean, we're cool. If you want to pay us, then we can make it worth you. Yeah, exactly. It's like we could make it worth your while by giving you better quality a week sooner, or you could just be patient if you don't want to spend the money. Like we're cool with that too. Oh, and ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if people are gonna keep like questioning, I don't know why people are pirating. Well, shit. These are the reasons. Not saying like that's everyone's reason, but like imagine if all of the shows you want to watch is that accessible. Like I understand that sometimes I can't watch, like this season, good example. I want to watch Tokyo Ghoul. Can't. It's not on Crunchyroll. What do I do? Go on Funimation. It's just like, it sucks, but it's accessible, legal, I can watch it. I know what you're thinking too, like, why is it not on Crunchyroll when Funimation and Crunchyroll have a deal? I don't even know.
Man, it's a lot of legal stuff that goes on.
I think it's going to come out
corporate
on
conspiracy
Verve.
bullshit.
Well, yeah, it's on Verve, definitely, because,
No, it's not on Verve yet.
Really?
I remember people on my timeline that were talking about it. Shout out to my followers, but
Hey,
it was.
shout out to the followers. Hey. Sorry.
They were saying like, Verve delete their comment after saying Tokyo Ghoul was going to be put on it. So it got put back on.
They probably have
but
one of those deals. I kind of get it now.
It's
So
all corporate bullshit.
Magical Girl Ore, that series, there's 2 episodes out right now, but it wasn't
So I want to
even.
watch that
It didn't
shit.
even
Looks
air in
like
Japan.
such a Nick show.
It didn't even air in Japan, like because Crunchyroll had like a deal where like they were able to get the first 2 episodes early, and
The what show?
Magical Girl Ore.
Alright.
I was wondering why they put out the 2 episodes at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, it was because of that, and like when you get deals like that, then that makes more sense to me because like I'm pretty sure Tokyo Ghoul has this deal with Funimation and Anime Lab where like they probably have like the first episode or two where they can show it solely and then everyone else can after. Like maybe they have something like that. I don't know. I don't work on contracts and shit, so I have no idea, but you know, it just kind of makes sense when you look at it that way. But yeah, go watch Magical Girl Ore if you haven't. It's a Nick show. It's a fun time.
I watched the first episode. I loved the premise,
Wait,
but
what?
I just
No, that's a Mark show.
That
No,
is a Nick show.
It's a Nick show.
What? No.
You were
The
saying,
Nick show.
Lauren?
It's not random or etchy enough.
All right.
I think
a
it's
little
both.
etchy.
It's a little
No, not etchy. No, it is a Hajime.
Hajime what?
you
Nani?
might say
Bullshit's
Hajimete no
making you
Gal.
cut out.
What did I say? Hajime? Huh?
Hajimete no
sorry.
Gal.
Yeah, I
Oh,
need
that
to
show is
fucking dust on my computer.
disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
The-
disgusting.
Literally, the third frame is like this.
I couldn't
her
get through the
crotch
first
panty
episode.
shot.
I
No,
can't
like
get
the
through the
third
first
frame.
minute.
No, you can't. If you look at my article on it, literally, this is the scene on the third frame, 7 seconds in, and it's just crotch. And I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? I watched it because I wanted to give it a shot and
He's looking
see
for
the
plot.
underlying love story. There wasn't one, and I'm fucking pissed about it. But
I mean, you know.
You went in with high expectations.
Yeah.
You know
when
not to
knew
do
what it was
that
gonna
again.
no,
be.
I went in with
You-
medium to low expectations.
No, that's high expectations for that.
No,
show.
yeah, you went
Which for
against
that show was having any expectations is high expectations for that show.
you went against your gut. You're like, I know this is gonna be shit, but I'm gonna watch it anyway because I think there's deeper meaning behind these.
It's because of the ending song. The ED was like really nice, and it's like, oh my god, there's like a sweet story at the bottom of this.
No, it's just the
No.
ending that had the story. Nothing else.
Yeah,
No.
Not that I know.
because that's
It's
the,
like Pop Team
that's the
Epic.
good ending of the story.
Holy fuck, the ending of Pop Team Epic. So I was watching
Was
that with my
good.
brothers. I haven't seen the last episode, but you know how they do the outro and it's like as if it was Hoshiro Girl Drop? The ending of the second to last episode is like, oh yeah, it turns out that this girl sacrificed her life for me 5 years ago and like saved the world. And like it turned into a magical girl show, and I kind of want to watch this fucking show now. Like
Now you
I'm
can
actually
watch-
curious what that show is.
Now you can watch Magical. Oh god, yeah.
Magical girl, magical girl. Ore.
English is hard.
Hell yeah.
But I'm like, oh my god, this actually turned into a really interesting series. Like I kind of want to watch it. And I've only seen like 30-second recap clips of it.
Yep.
If you were upset by Hajimete no Gal, then watch 3D Kanojo. It's on High
High dive.
think. Yeah, it's on High Dive.
What is it? 3D.
Konojo.
Jo?
Konojo.
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 God damn it.
All right.
Orewa.
So we are actually like
Oh, we're super.
we're an hour
oh my
in.
God.
Yeah. So we're just gonna end it here. But I just
Yep.
wanted to take a moment and say thank you for Lauren for coming on and talking to us. I know
Yeah,
this is
our
a very random ass fucking podcast,
Oh, yeah.
but it was fun.
This is kind of our shit post, but
It's a shit
There you
post
go.
that we needed. As much as we probably could have made this a lot crazier if it was like April Fool's, but
yeah.
Haha! April Fools.
missed
this isn't really a shitpost.
opportunity. Missed opportunity.
Also, like, if I wasn't fucking dehydrated, sleep
Brain
deprived,
dead.
and sick as shit, yeah.
No.
yeah, feels bad.
Nick.
Tried.
If you weren't.
Well, yeah, make sure to go follow her on Twitter and all that good shit. It's Nakara. Yes. At
See?
Nakara.
C.
With one C. One C.
Let's see.
Double C.
NEC.
You sure it's
No,
not
it's-
you sure it's not at SAKURA?
No, unfortunately.
Fuck. If that was available, you probably would have
didn't
took
steal
it.
that. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't steal that somehow.
Wait,
One
what
day.
if you just spell it backwards?
Oh, I didn't think of that. Good job, Laha. Look at that. That's how he got his name.
Araka ass.
His name was Kosrum. Kosrum.
Yeah,
Mr.
sure.
Sock Kosrum. I don't.
Rukas? That sounds dumb. Tried.
All right, so yeah, make sure you
Go
check
follow
us out.
her.
Make sure you check us out on all that good shit. iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube. Did I say YouTube already?
Yeah.
Whatever. And
YouTube,
blackandyellowtalkgamers.com. We always have new posts. We try to do daily. So check out our blog. And yeah, we'll be here next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, once again. And make sure to come through and say what's up. So
We're also going to be trying to set up a more regular streaming schedule for us, just rotating out like we do our Throwback Thursday posts. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do that this Friday, but I'm looking at Friday and maybe Tuesdays. So hopefully you'll see more content of us up here live.
what he said. And we'll also be at MegaCon, May?
May.
Be at MegaCon in May, and we'll also be at Anime Expo in July.
Come meet us.
And-
If you approach me wearing one of our shirts, I will buy you a drink and a...
Wait, we have shirts?
He's talking to the future. He's talking to the future. You know?
Wait, do we have our 15% shirts?
Surprise.
We're not supposed
Wait,
to talk
Adam
about the
didn't come in.
shirts.
Wait,
We're
hold
not
on.
there yet. We're not
Fuck.
talking about the shirts.
I gotta command the 15.
So, yeah. And
I
hopefully,
can't... Did you program all of these? When did you
hopefully,
program all of these?
hopefully,
I'm sorry for those of you
come on, I'm trying to talk.
Go. Sorry.
Hopefully, you know, when we do go to Anime Expo, we'll be able to hang out for her and do some cool shit. Not sure if she'll be busy or not, but she's not going to the con, right?
We're gonna...
No, it's 4th of July weekend.
So you're not gonna
I don't know if I'm going to like go to the con, but I'll come through at least one day.
Eh.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get a house and just chill. That would be nice.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. That's Nick doesn't
Nick's
know
gonna-
this, but
Nick's
yeah.
gonna crack open a cold one.
Yeah,
What
crack
the
open a cold
fuck?
one with the boys.
Yeah.
God
Using his
damn
own
it, this is
forehead.
you assholes were talking about the other day?
Oh, you don't know about it because you said that you're not sure if you're going or not.
I told Mark, let me know. I told him I'd let him know by the end of the month.
All right, so thank you so much for
Wait,
checking out the Black and Yellow
You're
Talking
telling him
Gamers
to let
podcast.
you know, but you want to let him know.
You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for checking us out. Bye.
I need to...
Yeah.